So I read an article today that said the majority of home buyers these days are single women.
Let's give it up to the single women that are winning this period because studies have shown that beautiful single women are the ones buying houses. Period. So let me go ahead and roll this clip for you all to watch to the end, and I'll be back.
So I read an article today that said the majority of home buyers these days are single women. First things first, women, kudos on that. Very, very proud of you guys. Men, we have to catch up. I have thoughts on why that is, but I would love to know your thoughts too. Personally, as a realtor licensed in Maryland and DC, majority of my clients are actually single women too, so I see that firsthand. What I've seen generally is women tend to be more on it. They tend to be, better established mentally, financially sometimes, to be in the mind state of building wealth through real estate. Men, I have some single men that are clients of mine, but for the most part, it seems to be the women that are on it. Is this what you see? Is this what you think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Let's talk about it. I think it's the truth.
Hey, beautiful people, gorgeous people. How are you all doing today? It's your girl, Maria Davis, and I'm back again with another interesting video. Single women are winning, and that's on period. They're buying houses. Single women, the ones that people are saying they cannot do anything without a man, they are the one leading in buying houses. Per. Anyways, I have interesting statistics to share with you all from single women that own one or two houses. Beat that. Let's go ahead and watch the stitches together, and I'll be back at the end of all the stitches. But then let me know your thought down in the comment section. Do you think truly the single women are winning? Let me know your thoughts. What is your take? Feel free to put down your opinion down in the comment section respectfully.
Home buyers these days are single.
Not only that, let me tell you something, they're also better at investing. There was a fidelity study shown, and they found that only 8% of women during volatility in the stock market pulled out, whereas their counterpart men would pull out 14%. So ladies are doing it big in terms of the investing world as well. So I could not be more surprised could not be less surprised in knowing that the real estate game is big with the ladies. I have clients who literally just got approved last week and another one in December for a home. I'm not a realtor, y'all. I'm a financial advisor. That's my day business. So they are doing it big, and a lot of my clients who are single ladies, they have one of the highest earnings in terms of all of my clients. And even in the counterparts where they have partners, they are still earning, a lot of times out earning their male counterparts or partners in general, because we have all kinds of partners in my clientship. So yeah, y'all, it's very interesting. It's an interesting time. It's super exciting to learn and be inspired by a lot of ladies. Ladies are doing amazing. I just want everybody to not do it at the cost of their health, and go get it all. Go big or go home. Make sure your health comes first.
The majority of home buyers.
Although I do agree with most of the things that he said, I do have a little bit of kickback. Women are, nowadays typically more on it. I guess more financially stable, more financially ready. But I would say the opposite end of it is that men don't really typically buy homes for themselves unless they have a family. So that's more, I would say, my opinion of why men don't really buy houses that much. Men typically would like to rent. It would just, I guess, be more flexibility, and women, in my opinion, seem to buy houses also for status reasons, and maybe they have single mother with kids, but if it's not for their kids, sometimes it's for status, to be a homeowner, and so, but yeah, I mean, there are some men that that buy houses for themselves, but I guess to actually live in outside of real estate investing or something like that, But you know, you even have athletes or rappers that will go rent a house or a penthouse or a condo to actually buy one. You know, it's not until they get a family that they even buy houses. So that's not really, I guess, what a man typically does is just go buy a house, just to go buy a house, just to say he's a homeowner. It usually comes, you know, for a reason that a man would buy a house. So yeah, just my opinion though.
These days are single.
I just wanted to piggyback off of what this creator had to say because I was literally just thinking about this the other day. So the majority of my leads come from social media, whether that be TikTok or Instagram. And I would say it's half and half for me. I work with half couples and half singles. I absolutely work with men. I have buyers that are men that I'm currently working with, have previously worked with, but I do notice it is more women who end up reaching out to me. Now, on the other side of the coin, when it comes to the couples that I work with, and I'm only referring to the heterosexual couples in this scenario, when it comes to the heterosexual couples that I end up working with, whether they're in a long-term relationship and they're boyfriend and girlfriend or their husband and wife, I notice that it is always the woman who is spearheading the process, whether it's the girlfriend or the wife. Once the ball is rolling, their male counterpart, husband or boyfriend, will be equally involved, equally invested when we're putting offers in, when we're negotiating. It's definitely a joint effort, at least in my experience. But what I always notice is it's the girlfriend or the wife who is the person to get that ball rolling and reach out to the realtor, ask for mortgage broker recommendations, attorney recommendations, those initial stages to get this process up and running, I notice is always spearheaded by the woman in the relationship. I notice this across the board, regardless of the woman's role in the relationship. So whether it's the stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife, or stay-at-home girlfriend, whatever it may be, or if the woman is an equal financial contributor and in corporate America, regardless of the woman's role in the relationship, it always tends to be the woman who is taking those first initial steps. Now, I think it could be a few things. I think that my content speaks to women a little bit more. I know that 74% of my following and my viewership on TikTok and on Instagram tends to be women. I think that just the way I make content appeals to women maybe a little bit more than men. I also think it could be the division of tasks in a relationship, finding a home, nesting, decorating, taking those next steps towards ownership. That could just be a task that tends to be delegated to the woman in the relationship. But I want to know what you guys think. If you've purchased a home and you're in a couple, was it a joint effort or was it the wife or the girlfriend that kind of got the ball rolling, or the husband? And if you're a realtor, let me know what you notice, because I think that this is very interesting and I would just be curious to know other people's experience.
Are single women.
I'm not surprised because I bought my first house as a single woman. I'm in my second house now and I'm not single anymore. But the first house I bought in Round Rock, Texas, I was 27 years old. It was February 2020, right before the pandemic hit. And I was living in a 623 square foot apartment in Austin, Texas. And something told me, you know, my intuition, I listened to her. Something told me we're not going to make it in this box, because I had lived there for 5 years and everything was fine. I didn't have any problems with the apartment. And one day I just woke up and I said, I need to own a home. I have to prioritize space. I need to prioritize peace. And just something told me, you know, I need to buy a house. I knew people my age who had already bought homes, single women. I knew two twin ladies, separate homes down the sidewalk, bought on the same street, separate homes, twin sisters. So I was like, you know, let me hop on this bandwagon. I got a USDA loan. I got all my ducks in a row, sent out all my paperwork. I had a house by March 2020. I lived in that house from March 2020 to March 2022. I sold the house while Austin was Austin. Austin was having its like big boom of its being a seller's market. Sold my house. And then, you know, moved to Houston, rented, you know, life's changed a little bit. we bought another house, and honestly, truly, I really think that women buying their own homes and living as single women first is just ideal if you're single. If you're single. I'm not single anymore. So I completely understand, like, if you want to wait until you have a 2-income household, makes perfect sense. At the time, the only reason I made it possible is that I had a loan where I didn't have to put any money down. So I was basically paying rent prices, Austin rent prices, for a home in Round Rock, Texas. So, ladies, buy the home. If you're young, you can afford it, buy the home. It's the same as rent. It's a lot of upkeep, a lot of maintenance. It's not way easier, but it prioritizes your peace and your space.
Majority of home buyers these days are single.
City girls are up 1,000 points on this one. We did a big one, and he is 100% right. Single woman here. Hey, y'all. Hey, I am a mortgage loan officer, and I have purchased not only 1 but 2 homes in my lifetime, both times as a single woman. I have 1 child. I have never been married, and I did not have a co-applicant that was a boyfriend or anything like that on either one of my mortgage loan applications. What I am noticing, though, is that there are so many women that are applying for these home loans for their $350,000 house or their $400,000 house. They are so prepared for home ownership. I don't know if men feel intimidated. I don't know what it is. But not only are they getting to it, they're getting to the bag by having not just 1, but 2 full-time jobs. Now, another conversation for another day, or we could talk about it right now. Why are women having to work 2 full-time jobs? Like, where are the men in the equation? Like, why y'all not helping us buy houses? What's going on? I would love to know the answer to that. And then the other part of that is that I've always wondered, when I see women that are buying houses by themselves with 2 jobs, is that a turnoff to you? Like, if you met a woman and she had 2 full-time jobs and she purchased her own home, would you view that as, oh my God, she has a plan, she's building wealth, she has a financial strategy, this is something that I'm impressed by? Or is it, well, hey, shit, ain't nothing for me to do here, I'll be on my way? I just want to know. I'm just curious, so y'all tell me what y'all think. But city girls up 1,000 points. One time, you go, girl.
Of home buyers these days are single women.
Okay, I don't have any official citations for my point of view, but I think it can be proven. And I myself purchased my first home by myself. I think the reason is women and men aren't getting married as frequently as they used to, and women are the nesters. So I think men get houses for women because of women, because of their wives. Even when men and women search for the homes, it's like the woman has to be the one to like the home for them to consider purchasing it. I think men just don't really care about houses like women do. Sure. Because on a whole, men still out-earn women. I think that can be proven. I think that's true. Look it up. Okay, it's true. So men still out-earn women, but women are the ones who cares about houses. Men just don't care. I mean, they have the money, they just don't want to spend it on a house.
Majority of home buyers these days are single women.
That's the same thing I'm seeing. All my clients are either a whole family unit or single women. This last closing that I had, my client was staring at the paperwork because it said her name, comma, unmarried. And she had this face. And I come over and I'm like, what's with the face? Like, this is closing day. This is happy day. So she showed me and she's like, did they have to like write it this way and spell it out in bold letters? And I was like, yes, woman. This is not an insult. This is a badge of honor.
Firstly, thank you so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kindly put your thoughts, your comment down in the comment section. I feel like this should give any single woman that is thinking, should I buy a home, or should I buy when I'm married, or should I wait for a man? This video should give you that heads up, like you can own your own house even as you're single. Just do it. So far you have your money, you can pay the mortgage, just do it. Because single women are doing it. They're buying even more than 1 houses, and it pays at the end of the day. But my own is, where are the single men? Why are they not buying houses? What happened? And to think that when it comes to owning houses, even when married women, if they buy houses, is because probably they've decentered themselves and they just want to be like, you know what, because I'm married doesn't mean I cannot still own my own house. Because I'm married doesn't mean I can also do my own thing. And that is why I feel like most of those married women they don't want to do like a joint thing with the man, especially a man that doesn't know how to spend well, or he doesn't even have a future, he's not even planning his future at all, he's just living a day as it is. So that is that. But then people do look at single women as if they are missing a lot in life because they don't have a man. They give them this pity face, like, oh, you're single, oh hey, yeah, but you're the one winning. Like, they are winning even more than the ones that are married in their husband's house, because they don't have most of them, or some of them don't have a child or children to look after, so their money is well taken care of, and some of them are even child free by choice, so they don't even want to have a child. They are single by choice as well. They don't want to even get married, so their money is well invested. Like, they don't spend, if they want to even spend anyhow, they're spending on themselves, and they don't have like, okay, I'm making money just because I want to take care of this child, or I'm making money to support this man so that we can be okay. They are alone and they are doing well, but people give them this kind of eye that they are nothing without a man. So to me, there's a video I did, I think last week or early this week, because today is Friday, and talking about most successful women are the ones that are not married. This is an example of most successful women are the ones that are not married. Because I actually agree with that statement, and most of you will agree in the comment section as well, that truly most people that are successful are the ones that are not married. I'm not saying women that are married are not successful. They are, but cannot be compared to single women, because single women don't have to think about any child. They don't have to, be feeding another man's son in their house. And the only thing the man can do is pay the lights bill. They don't have to do that. They are content, like they can take care of themselves by themselves, and they are, investing wisely. Most of them are not even having heartache or even bothered about anything about a man, because most of them are dissenter men. So they are not even thinking about men. They are only thinking about themselves. They are being selfish about themselves. So they put themselves first. So that is why they'll be successful. And that is why they are the one owning houses now. And I'm so even happy. When I saw the video, I was so happy. Like, oh yeah, single women are winning. And it's a good thing, because it gives people that probably you still want to get married and you're thinking, okay, should I hold on to my money? Should I buy this house or not? If you can ever buy the house as a whole, like, yeah, in my country, you can own a house on your own, even without mortgage and all of that. If you can afford it and buy once, do it. You don't have to wait till you're married, because when you're married, you might not be able to do it, because when you're trying to see the future with your husband, you might not be seeing what you're seeing. He might be telling you, don't worry, we'll buy it soon, but you have the money. Why can't you have your own house by yourself? I feel like it's a good thing and it's a good investment, and you never can tell what will happen in the future. And yeah, so what is your take? Let me know your thought in the comment section. And yeah, do you think single women are the ones really winning in this house buying things? Are you a realtor, and how many people, how are the, how is your customers? Are your customers more like single women or single men, or mostly married or families? And most of the time, when it comes to even family self, the people or the person that actually forced these houses are the women in the house that tells the man, like, we need to get our house. She's the one like nagging and shouting and pestering. That is when probably men cannot just say, I'm not saying men don't buy houses. I'm not saying they don't want to have their own house, but they just feel like, I feel like they spend more money on cars or something else. But some of them buy houses, but not every of them. Like, it's not a thing to me though. And the things I've seen, you at least see when a guy say, oh, I'm opening a house, it's because he has a family. It's because he has gotten married and he has kids. That is when you see him building a house, you know, buying houses. But if he's a single guy, he feels like, I'm not yet married, I don't need a home. Who is going to take care of the house? Blah, 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 blah. It's rare. But a woman that is single can own a house, can build her own house, because she wants to have her own space. She wants to have her own privacy. She wants to have her own peace of mind, if that makes sense. But then let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. And thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and kindly turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified when I upload interesting video like this one. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.